Alright, what's good, lads? It is the last day of the first part of the World Cup series of my predictions, what I think is going to happen. Today is the final day, and today we are starting off con mi país, Colombia. Um, I actually did not plan this, but this is the final one before we go, before I take the break. Super excited to see what is going to happen, but right now it's time to talk about Colombia. Hey, second best team in South America. You can go argue with your wall if you want. I personally think that right now this team is the second best team in South America. Let's say Argentina. It's for me. It's Argentina. Then it's Colombia. Then it's Uruguay. Then it's Ecuador. Actually, no. That's actually mad disrespectful to Brazil. Um. So I would put Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, Uruguay, Ecuador. Those are my top five on who I think is the best teams. The top five teams for the World Cup. So I'm pretty excited to see what is going to happen in this World Cup for Colombia. We have some very good players actually. I'm very happy to see what they're going to do at this World Cup. You guys feel me? So we have, let's see, we have James Rodriguez, we have Luis Diaz, we have Borja, we have John Duran, we have Luis Suarez, we have all these good players, we have Quintero, and the list goes on and on and on and on. And you see all these good players performing in, I think Colombia, to be honest, they're looked down at a lot in the World Cup, but they're going to have some good chances. I will be honest. Right now, Colombia is the second most informed team in the world. So, like I said in a few videos back, I'm pretty sure I said this. It's Argentina, gap, Colombia, gap. So let's talk about Luis Diaz. So Luis Diaz right now, he's at the peak of his powers. In my opinion, if Luis Diaz was the star at Bayern instead of him being under Kane and Olise, he would be one of the runners for the Ballon d'Or right now. And maybe he might even be a runner for the Ballon d'Or right now. Well, I'm not saying, well, that's actually kind of crazy to say. But he's going to make the nominees. If he doesn't make the nominees, it's rigged. I'm not saying he's going to win it. I'm saying he's going to be one of the nominees. But let's say Bayern win the UCL. Colombia has a great World Cup. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but if they win it, please God, let it happen. I'll be the happiest man alive on this planet. And Luis Diaz is most likely going to win the Ballon d'Or. But if those two things happen, so if he carries, also James, I want to talk about James. James is gonna have to pass the torch to Luis Diaz to be able to lead this team for the years to come. Because I believe James is like 34, 35, something like that. Point is, he's very old, and he's not gonna be able to continue doing this stuff because he's getting older. Right now, he recently just signed for Minnesota United, so I'm very excited to see what James can pull off in the MLS. But I don't know what is going to happen. We will see what happens. And yeah, pretty excited for Colombia in this World Cup. I really hope they go far. I think we have the squad to make it far. We have a really good squad, at least this year. If we're able to pull off some crazy wins, I think we're gonna have a shot. And if John Duran can get his finishing up, he can get better finishing. Or we put in Luis Suarez, because right now Luis Suarez is in the form of his life right now. He is going crazy for Sporting. He did score the other day. I remember as a PSG fan, as much as it hurts to say it, the Colombians, well, it doesn't hurt. I'm actually proud to say of it that the Colombians are the only team in the Champions League that is actually able to beat PSG because they do have Luis Diaz, who beat PSG, was Bayern versus PSG. Luis Diaz scored the two goals, and Luis Suarez scored the two goals that beat PSG. So yeah, literally the only teams that have beaten PSG in this phase in the Champions League are Colombians, which gives me high hopes for this Colombian side, and I really want us to win it. So I'm super excited. And yeah, let's get into the thought mob, y'all. Play. Let's see the two friendlies. Colombia has to play Croatia and France, which are the 2018 finalists, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But anyways, we do have a very good chance at winning both of these games. And if we win both of these games, we're going to be able to come with confidence and that we have a chance to be able to beat these teams and most likely go far in the tournament. So I'm pretty excited. Let's check out the squad. Obviously, our keeper, our coach, Nestor Lorenzo. Let me check out keepers. Used to be David Ospina. As much as I love Ospina, he's not that guy anymore. So I'm going to say Camilo Vargas. The defenders are going to be Sanchez, might be Mojica, Yeri Mina, Daniel Munoz. The midfield, the cam, obviously James Rodriguez. He is the heart of this team. Best player. He's Colombia's star. And the CDM is going to be, I believe, Richard Rios. Unfortunately, he has dislocated his shoulder, so I don't know what's going to happen there. And probably Jefferson Lerma. He's been clinical. He's low-key kind of underrated, in my opinion, to be honest. And then attackers, we have, it's going to be Luis Diaz, obviously. He's probably the best player right now on this team because James is not the same as he was anymore. Although he is that star, like he's basically the Messi. So yeah, James is basically the Messi of Colombia. So he, as much as he is good, he has that talent. He just isn't there anymore because he's not in his prime anymore. So our striker is gonna be Luis Suarez, and our winger. It might be. I think I might say Cucho. Out of these attackers, I know there's more. Like there's more attackers, but I think out of these players, I'm gonna say Cucho Hernandez. Also, well, Juan Hernandez says here. He's very good. He's underrated. I like him. He has that attacking spirit as a number 9, as a striker. So yeah. All right, let's go to the table. So FIFA World Cup. If we go down to Colombia's group, I believe they are in group L. No, K. Sorry. All right, so Colombia, Portugal, Uzbekistan, and a FIFA playoff tournament number 1. So, since this is not the European playoff tournament number 1, we know that this is not going to be Italy, therefore making it Bolivia or another few teams that I cannot name at the top of my head right now. Colombia has a good shot at topping this group. However, I do think Portugal is going to be able to beat them. As much as I like Colombia, as much as I love Colombia, that's literally the motherland. Portugal has this very stacked squad, and I do think they're going to be able to go far into this World Cup. If you did not see my prediction video on Portugal, you can go watch it, please. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, you know what else I would appreciate? A like and a sub. Thank you guys, please. I'm desperate. Anyways, Colombia would get second in Group K if this were to happen. So let's go to knockout. Would be second. Group K would be second in Group L. So Group L would be Croatia, England, Ghana, and Panama. So it would be Croatia versus Colombia. I think this is a good game. I'm trying as my hardest not to be biased, but I kind of see Colombia beating Croatia here. You feel me? Because Colombia do have a very stacked team. As much as Croatia do, I think Colombia is going to be able to just barely. I'm calling 1-0. I'm calling a 1-0 win. If Colombia versus Croatia happens in round 32, I'm saying Colombia win 1-0. It's going to be super close, but I think Colombia is going to be able to take it home. Now, second place in Group K, let's say they win that, right? It would be against first in Group H versus second Group J. 1H, 2J. 1H, 2J. Okay. So, Algeria, I'm calling Algeria second. I'm pretty sure I said that. And Group H, I say Uruguay. And I'm assuming Uruguay is going to beat Algeria. So, would be Colombia versus Uruguay. Again, not trying to be biased. I just think Colombia has a better team. I personally see Colombia winning this game. and I'm calling 2-0 because I don't think Uruguay have that team anymore. As much as they are a good team, they're just not that team anymore. Um, this might be the end of the road. As much as I love Colombia, so they would win this game, and then out of these two teams, which I'm pretty sure are stacked teams, so first and D and first and G. Wait, first and D, first and G. Yeah, bro. It's gonna be tough, but I think we see Colombia getting knocked out in the quarterfinals because I think Colombia have a good shot personally, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to make it at that far. But they could make it even further. So we'll see.